Hello, my dear viewers. This is the Dukas Copy Academy, and you are watching Forex Trading with Rakesh. Today is 28th of November 2024. The day is Thursday. Today there is a bank holiday, so in US, so there will be very less volatility, or the range of the daily candle may be very less. So, as a general rule of thumb, if there is a bank holiday, one should avoid opening any trade because of there is a certain volatility that may induce anytime. So I just say stay away from the markets on the Thursday, but still I'm here, your host. My name is Rakesh. I will be discussing the price action for the major forex pairs, but you should not be trading this market on the holidays. Okay, I'm not a Dukas Copy's employee. I'm a member of the community. Why I'm saying that I'm a member of the community? I'm not any registered member of the community, but yes, I trade with the Dukas Copy. I like them, so I talked with them, and I'm using their YouTube platform to showcase my own analysis, which they have permitted me to do so. Okay, but it is not from coming from their employee. I'm not their employee. I'm an independent trader, or you can say a technical analyst also, who is using the price action to trade the markets. And as a technical analyst, I can tell you that every piece of information that we see around the world is already priced into the charts. So you don't have to worry about what is going on in the world with the news and everything. Okay, just focus on the charts and you will be able to ascertain the key levels for all the pairs. And we will be using today's candles charts to ascertain the key levels for all the forex majors, also a few commodities, and we'll see how we can use those key levels into our own trading setups. Okay, now I personally frame a trading setup in such a manner that if I have a potential of obtaining minimum 3 times of what I am risking, then only I will press my button, or then only I will open the trade. In this scenario, by observing this thing again and again, when you have a bunch of trades, you have statistics in your favor immensely. So there is very less likelihood of blowing your account or going in a deeper drawdown. So that's why I said that you need to know the key levels from where you can frame your trading setups. And if you know the key levels, you can have an information edge, so that you can frame your trades close to those levels so that your stop loss is small and you have a potential profit of more than 3 times. Now, eventually, when you stick with me over the period of time, you will come to know how we are using those levels. At the end of the session, I'll be taking the questions from the viewers. So please ask your questions and I'll try to satisfy you with my answers. Now, before I start, I must also inform you that this live stream is only for information or knowledge purpose. It cannot be seen as a trading advice. I'm not authorized to give you any trading advice, or I'm not supposed to ask you to open a trade in the real markets. So please do your own research before you put your real money in the real markets. Okay, so before I begin, I must also show you the standard risks that is involved when you are trading forex on the margin. You can read and go through this. You can pause the video here if you want to, but do not proceed to look at the charts before you have finished reading this risk disclaimer. Okay, you can pause the video here if you want. All right, this right now on your screen is the chart. This is the Dukas Copy's JForex platform, and what you're seeing right now on your screen is the dollar index 1-day chart. I really want to refer to the dollar index before I start analyzing my major currency pairs, because I want to know really where the dollar is going. So my expectation was that dollar can go into this fair value gap from where it can get some rejection, and I can see that there is a rejection here. The rejection is so strong that it has sent the price below the previous low. Now, in sending the price below the previous low, the price has given us a fair value gap. Now, this is important. if the price is going in one direction and leaving the fair value gap behind, that means it is in a this is a sense of urgency. The price is thinking that, okay, not thinking, of course, somebody is thinking that the price needs to go down very fast, so it is pushing it down and leaving the fair value gap. So that means this is our indication that if the price goes to this level again, there will be more selling and the price will be dumped. So the minimum level that I'm seeking on the downside now is this. This may be either you count this or the low of this candle. This is sitting around 105.46. Now till the time 105.46 is not tested, I will not be content. I will keep looking for selling opportunities. This is also small fair value gap, but this is not so important because I think it is very, very small. Okay. So I'm expecting the price to fall to this level at least before it takes off or something. But right now, this also, you see, yesterday the price has been able to manage a close below the midpoint of this fair value gap. You see, yesterday this has already happened once before, but once it can be a fake out, second time it cannot be a fake out because it has happened twice. So now I will take it as a confirmed breakdown, and the price should now head towards this low. This is sitting at 105.46. So now that becomes my target to the downside, first target, and eventually if this process continues, then this will be a continuation of the downtrend. Okay, so the range upper portion is checked in the month of November, and we'll be expecting these lower portions to be checked soon. I hope you understood. Now I'm looking for the selling opportunities in the US dollar. Now when I'm looking for selling opportunities in the US dollar index, what I'm looking for in the other pairs? In the other pairs, I'm looking for uptrend. That is, in the GBP USD, now I'm looking for an uptrend. Let us see how. You see this up move here. This is a small fair value gap. Okay, on the daily it is not so prominent, but on the 4 hour you will be able to witness this. Let me show you the 4 hour. Okay. So you see on the 4 hour, the price was making lower highs, lower lows. Here it has taken all the liquidity, gave us a market structure shift here. In this market structure shift, it has given us 1, 2, and 3 fair value gaps. So there are fair value gaps on the way up. That means the price is leaving this area very fast, right? So anytime the price enters into this fair value gap, we'll be using it as a selling and buying opportunity. You see, while going down, it did not give you any fair value gap. That means it is not eager to go down. It is just accumulating here. Thereafter, it finally takes off to the upside. Now it is again trying to give us a fair value gap while going up. So this is the essence of it, that when the price has to go into one direction, it leaves fair value gaps behind. Now it was very eager to go down, but eventually it gave a close above this fair value gap. That means all the sellers who were interested in selling this area, they are now out. They are now overcome by the buyers, and in this process now the buyers have given you a fair value gap here, which will be valid to open the buy positions. I hope you understood now. Yeah, daily, and this will be valid only after 11 hours and 28 minutes. So I will be buying with at least 1.2714 as my target if the price trades into this area like this. Then I'll be buying with this area. So this will be a huge range for me. This is not a small range. This will be a range of approximately 1.2644 to 1.2714. So it will be 60, 70 points of range. This is the minimum that I can get. I can get more because this is just a beginning of an uptrend. Okay, I hope you got the idea, right? All right, so this is one. Then what is happening in the euro? In euro, yesterday it has traded this fair value gap. It's been rejected from there. On the way up, it is not giving us any fair value gap. So there is a possibility that the euro will keep falling, whereas the pound has given us a hint that it may keep rising in the form of this fair value gap. Now these two pairs are in correlation with each other generally, but today it looks like they are not correlated. So let us see how the things unfold. Maybe because of the bank holiday there is no correlation, but we'll see tomorrow or day after. We'll see what happens next week. Okay, what about the Australian dollar? Australian dollar, we are expecting a down move only. Why? This, you may think that this is bullish, but I don't take it as a bullish, because this market structure has been broken, and also in this process it has given us a fair value gap. Now this fair value gap has been active for 1 day. Now this is the second time the price is going towards that. I'm expecting it to sell off from here to the downside. Let us see, because the US dollar is going down, so maybe, just I'm saying maybe, Australian dollar may appreciate against the US dollar, but for that the price has to go beyond this high and give us a market structure shift to the upside. Okay, so in the case of New Zealand also something similar is there. The buy side, so sell side liquidity has been taken out. This swing high is broken. In the process, it has not given us any swing high, sorry, fair value gap. So I'm not interested in buying this market. I'll be looking for buying only when the price gives a clean market structure shift above here and give us a fair value gap. If it doesn't give any fair value gap, I'm not interested in buying the New Zealand dollar against the US. Similar is the case with the USD CHF. On the leg down, it has not given us any fair value gap. So till the time I don't see the fair value gap, I'm not interested in operating with that currency pair. There is a fair value gap, but this is not enough for me to look for the selling opportunities. I hope you understand that. See, this is the gap that we have. USD JPY, it is going down and leaving very nice big fair value gap. Even today, the price has already started going down and has left this fair value gap on the way down. So this is important, guys. We are looking for selling opportunities, and this is suggesting us that the price may be headed lower. So yes, we are willing to sell this market if this comes back to this area, because that will be a better option. But the problem is that we were looking for selling this market up to this area, and that area has already been tested. So should we look for a selling opportunity now? Actually, we should be looking for a selling opportunity at the test of this, and that has already happened. So we'll see how much the price can go lower. Now, yes, one can also be looking for the buying opportunities, but for that we need a bullish fair value gap like this on the way up. Okay, so till the time that bullish fair value gap does not form, we should keep looking for selling opportunities. This is what the rule book says. Here on the way down, there was a fair value gap. The price closed above that fair value gap. Now you may not be able to appreciate that fair value gap. This is the one I'm talking about. There was a fair value gap to the way down, and the price has already closed higher than that, and now that fair value gap is acting as a support. Okay, this is also called inversion, but yes, and also this fair value gap is getting supported. There was a fake breakdown, and now finally the price is going up, and I will say that the price has gone into consolidation, and it may keep doing like this for a few days, so that the light-hearted people who do not want to see the Bitcoin above 100,000, maybe they will quit and the price will be taken higher. Anything can happen, guys. Right now there is no clear direction, because there is one fair value gap to the upside, there is one fair value gap to the downside. So I need a clarity on this, so that I can frame a trade. Right now I cannot frame any trade, because it can go both ways. See, from here, this is very, I mean, easy to understand how the Brent is behaving. You see this is the midpoint. The price just closed above the midpoint, and thereafter opened above the midpoint and is closing higher. This means this market is bullish now. I mean, of course, there is a reaction from this fair value gap, but this market is bullish. The price, or the buyers are not ready to let the price go lower than this area. Okay, the midpoint of this. Now, if again a red candle closes below the midpoint, then I can turn bearish or something like that. I cannot even turn bearish. I need more confirmation. But right now it is giving me an idea that the price may be bullish. But for that we need a candle close above this fair value gap. Okay, let us see how the things unfold. Something similar is happening with the gold, but gold is getting rejected from this fair value gap. Guys, so many times I have shown you fair value gap. Is it now not okay for you to understand that fair value gaps are so important? You see, the bodies are not closing inside this. It is very important. Okay, this is further rejection from this fair value gap. A lot of selling is happening in that, so the price may go lower towards 2432, which I am looking for in the gold. Euro JPY, something similar. The price enters the fair value gap, gets rejected. Is trading lower, is expected to go till 158.10 and 155.15. So simple. It's so simple. GBP AUD price closes above the fair value gap, acts like an inversion, boom, trades the last fair value gap, go down. So this is how it happens. This is just a reaction. I'm expecting more buying to the upside now. 1.9640 will be my target. This is now not my target. Okay. CHFJPY. What is the thing with the CHFJPY? I was expecting the price to reach for this area. It has already been reached, has got a lot of buying here, but I will not be looking for the buying opportunity because in the process it has given me a lot of big fair value gap. Till the time these fair value gaps are not mitigated, I will not be looking for any buying opportunity in this market. Okay, although I am expecting buying here, but I cannot buy because it has not given me any fair value gap to the upside. What about the Australian dollar against the New Zealand? On the way down, it has given me a fair value gap. If the price enters this area, I'll be looking for a shorting opportunity. You see the price has not traded that area, or you can say it has traded that area. In fact, this is the fair value gap. If you see carefully, we have drawn it before it closed. So now this is the fair value gap. Once the price enters this area, I will be a seller again. Why? Because the market structure has been shifted. Okay, and there from here there may be a huge selling to the downside. Just my anticipation. Gas, we were in an uptrend. I told you about this and I said that look for a buying opportunity here. Cannot be more precise than this, I think. Okay, I'll go to daily to tell you what did I say. Okay, if you remember, I told you that on the way up it has created a fair value gap. Once the price dips into this, look for a buying opportunity. Did I say so? So I switched to 15 minutes. And I said that something like this will happen. The price will be making lower highs and lower lows, then eventually it will make a higher high. So this is your impulse leg where this is a breakaway gap. Okay, this is a breakaway gap, or this is a breakaway gap actually. This is an anti-fair value gap. You enter here, boom. Wow, and even there is this order block. Price closes above the order block becomes your entry, and this order block should never be negated. Boom, boom, boom. So this will keep going up, I think. Now this is your daily. Now this candle, once the price closes above this candle, this will become your order block, and above this you can keep buying this until your target of 3.645 is not taken, and also the higher targets 4.801 is not taken in this market. So the gas, I am bullish now. Eurocad, we were bearish till yesterday. Now we have stuck between the bearishness and the bullishness. I'm expecting the price to go down till the time this high is not taken. Okay, I will keep the candle here, sorry, market here, 1.4889. Till the time that price is not traded, I will be bearish in this market, and the bearishness will continue towards 1.4456 area. All right, Ethereum, a day closed higher than 3566. Wow, and in the process now it is also making a fair value gap. If it is able to close or keep this fair value gap open today, then maybe tomorrow and day after this may be your area of opportunity to go long. This may be okay, this may be your area of opportunity to go long, guys. I hope you understand. That's all, guys, from my side. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'll be very happy to answer you. All right, I hope you know about the support and the resistance zones that will be of interest in the coming hours and days. Just remember to only risk less than 1% of your entire capital on any single trade, and look for a potential profit of more than 3 times the risk that you're going to take. With this note, I shall end this live stream. Please press the like button if you find this useful for you. You can leave your suggestions in the comment section after this video is published, and please consider subscribing for this channel for more such webinars. Have a good day. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you tomorrow at 1700 GMT. Till then, bye bye. Take care.